Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network. Optics sure make it seem like RFK is now Trump's running mate. I'm sure this isn't the first time JD Vance was left out of a threesome. Now, see, that's funny. Also,
his comments about grandparents needing to quit their jobs and go help raise children, and anyone else in the world needs to be trained. Oh, we need to really make sure that they're trained to go in the workforce to help babysit kids that are being born. I'm like, why is this guy tripling down on this? It is not gaining traction. He's a horrible candidate.
Okay, I know. I can't even. Just every story is like JD Vance. You just want to ask him what. I get that you have mommy issues, but why do you hate everything he says? It just drips of hating women, right?
It really does. It's well, I've got opinions on that. There's rumor back in the day that he was exploring things, and perhaps it wasn't his cup of tea. But maybe there's
a semicolon cowboy.
Yeah, maybe instead of embracing some of your semicolon cowboy, you have gone the other way, and now it seems to be hating women more than anything.
We're not the people that hate guys that wear guy liner. We're all for it.
Absolutely. Still, one of the funniest lines from, I think it was Comedians for Kamala, was his words make you want to panic. His words about immigration make you want to panic at the border, but his eyeliner makes you want to panic at the disco. I think that's what it was. And I think it was Cicely Strong.
Probably. Yeah. You also tweeted Kamala Harris' campaign just gave $30 million to down ballot candidates. The only people getting $30 million from Trump's campaign are his lawyers and the woman he was found liable of sexually assaulting. I mean, we were talking about this earlier, Dana, just this grift. No one asked them, like, all the money's gone. It went to his lawyers and to the Trump family. I mean, it's just such an
and the Republicans do not seem to care. I mean, if you hear what they're saying behind closed doors, down ballot races, the Senate and the House, they're in trouble. We have got to continue to make sure that we get people out and vote down ballot. It's more important than ever right now, because even if Kamala wins, and I do believe she will, if we don't give her a House and Representatives and a Senate that's going to help support her, it's not that it's pointless, but she's just a sitting duck president. At that point, there's nothing we can do.
I was talking about this passion and urgency I heard in her voice when she went off script yesterday about guns, when she said it doesn't have to be this way. And if we want, we have to. All it takes is a couple minutes in the voting booth, and it doesn't have to be this way.
President Trump is right.
Oh, pardon me. Yeah. Oh, this was about debate prep, which I thought was funny. This was, in light of the Russia story, this was funny. This was Trump's spokesperson.
He understands where this country is and what we need to do to solve the problems that Kamala Harris has created. Unlike Kamala Harris, by the way, who hasn't done a solo sit-down interview since becoming the Democrat nominee. So it is day 45 of her not holding a press conference, not doing an interview by herself. That's unacceptable. And her team, by the way, wanted to bring in notes to the debate. You can't bring in notes for a negotiation with Vladimir Putin.
Yes, you do. Because you just do what Vladimir Putin wrote on the note to you.
Right. You bring in notes on any negotiation.
Like what? I mean, poor Daniel Dale.
Poor guy.
He had to fact check this. First of all, Fox, he said he was doing a town hall. They left no time for questions. So that's not a town hall. It was an interview with Sean Hannity in front of a, Anyway, but so Daniel Dale said, Trump claimed, this was last night, during his presidency, Iran was broke and didn't have money to sponsor terror groups Hamas or Hezbollah. Dale says that's wrong. As his own administration acknowledged in 2020, Iran continued funding these terror groups throughout his presidency. The second claim, we had no radical Islamic terror, is also wrong. There were terrorist attacks by Islamic extremists under Trump. He also claimed the CNN interview with Vice President Harris and her running mate, they had notes insinuating she'd been told in advance what she'd be asked. He said no one wants to cover it. Daniel Dale said no one wants to cover it because it did not happen. Vice President Harris did not have notes in her interview with Anna Bash. And of course, she was not given the questions in advance. Dana, that seems the challenge for her Tuesday and just in general. How do you lie about somebody that not just lies almost everything they say, but just outrageously so? The kids are going to school and schools are just performing trans surgery, just willy-nilly, and the kid comes home. I mean, I keep saying who believes that? I guess his idiot base, right?
Yeah, some of his idiot base does, but I think that Kamala's going to have the same issue with him in the debate that Joe did when and I can't remember the name of the term, but it's basically like you spew as many lies as possible and the person you're debating doesn't know where to start. I don't think Kamala's going to have that problem responding. You know, when Joe was the debate, he was traveling, he was sick, he wasn't as sharp as he maybe had been on any other night. Kamala's not going to have that issue, and she's also not going to play into it. So if he spews all of this garbage and she's like, okay, I'm going to take one talking point, and it's going to be the question they actually asked you. You know, I think she's going to be incredible in this debate, and I'm looking forward to seeing it happen.
Yeah. No,
if he shows up, I really do think he might get a case of COVID and have to cancel, but we'll see.
Yeah, I know. I'm always. It's just he's pre-pussing is what I call it. He is in pre-pussitude
Right.
phase. Okay.
Today, we're delving into a question that cat owners and enthusiasts have pondered for ages. Why do cats seem so aloof? Let's scratch beneath the surface to understand the feline mind and their seemingly indifferent behavior.